Hello guys. Welcome to another video. It's good to know that until 1861, the US dollar wasn't printed by the federal government. And there were 1,500 banks all across the country that could print their own US dollar. And each bank had their own design for the bill. Before 1861, there were 7,000 different styles of bills in the US. Meaning, there were 7,000 bills that didn't even remotely look like each other. They all had their own style. One was small, one was big, one was made out of cardboard, one was made out of paper. Basically what I'm saying is, if you had today's printers in that age, you would be the richest man in America. It was such a mess that you could basically create your own dollar. This problem got so bad that it was hurting their economy really badly. Because 50% of the US dollars were counterfeit. Right now, the US dollar is at the safest position. Because right now, only 0.01% of the US dollars are counterfeit. This 0.01% has been printed in such a high standard that you really can't tell the difference. And not just anybody can do it, like a group of people can't just start printing dollars. That 0.01% needs a nation behind it. This is where North Korea comes in. North Korea is an extremely poor country, and because of the laws and sanctions, there is no real export from this country. Only coal comes out of this country, and it all goes to China. And in return, they don't get money, they just get Chinese supplies sent back. But these guys need some dollars too. Where are they going to get the dollar? They probably printed themselves with really high-tech machines. Some people say that printing a US dollar in near perfect condition is impossible. Because the US dollar is the hardest bill to counterfeit. But people might be overreacting, it can't be that hard. Right? We have paper. We have a printer, and we have an idea of how the dollar looks like. So we're going to print it. Right? But this job is not easy at all. If you actually want to print a high-quality counterfeit, it's a really long and hard process. Some people might say, we have printed before, but the one you've printed, if you go to spend it anywhere, they're gonna call the police, and the police are gonna arrest you and take you to jail. First of all, you have to know that the dollar bill is not made out of paper. It's 75% cotton and 25% linen. The security strip on a 100 bill is extremely obvious, and even touching it, you can tell if it's real or not, and it's made for blind people. Even touching this money cloth shows it's real or not. And when you look at the bill in the light, you can see faces and other types of writings. Every dollar except the one has a security strip inside it that you can see under the UV light. Each note has a different color strip as well. Basically, what we're trying to say is that counterfeiting this bill so it's not obvious and it passes all these tests, it's an extremely difficult task. So there's no profit in it for any criminal to print this bill and make money. But North Korea doesn't get any US dollars and needs the money. And that is why the North Korean leaders, since the 1980s, have invested their time and money into printing this US dollar bill. They started buying all the tools they needed from all across the world. first North Korean leader, meaning Kim Il-sung, bought the press from Japan. They bought the paper, or realistically the cloth, from Hong Kong. They got the ink and the magnetic thing that goes in the ink from France. They basically made a money printing factory. There's plenty of free workers in North Korea as well. The first time US inspected the dollar that came out of North Korea, any tests they threw at it, they couldn't find anything wrong. And the funny part is that it was even better than the actual dollar. And that is why they called it the super dollar. Even though everybody knows that North Korea prints US dollars, but the US government has never admitted to it. Because the world law is that, if you print another country's currency, it's an act of war. There's a bunch of conspiracy theories as well. They say the CIA prints fake money and pays its associates all over the world. But a lot of other people say, there's no way they'll do that, because if they do that, they crash the US economy. What do you guys think? Please comment. Thanks for watching video. For more support, please like video and subscribe channel.